My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Akron, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack by Scientology. You'll have to refer to my other videos to get the full story. I have to report criminal activity against me at the moment. So in the past couple of days, I've been assaulted in the upper dimensions. They assaulted my prostate very badly. Now they are stimulating and looking at the nerves that lead to my prostate, and they are assaulting me with a deadly weapon. They're trying to assault my nerves. They're trying to make them not work. They are petty and jealous and violent people. They are making a snuff film. Yeah. Yes, they are assaulting my sexual organ. So they just gave me a laceration in my backbone, in a leg nerve, and the nerves leading to my prostate. Now I'm getting victim shamed. They're trying to come up with some false narrative in which justifies their violent behavior towards me. I am very sick. My nerves are damaged badly. Yes, this is leading to terrorism. Scientology torture. They have torture and rape victims constantly. Yes, those are my nerves. People in the world are witnessing this snuff film, and they are witnessing Scientology torture and rape a bunch of people throughout the years. It's leading to the deaths of innocent people. Not only are the victims suffering and dying, they are killing other people in an attempt to make this stop. Yes, I'm not the only victim. Please get away from me. I'm in pain, bad pain. The FBI, the CIA, the military, Barack Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Google, and several other companies, and the CDC, and the Department of Justice. Police officers, Illinois police, and the local police are also involved. Yes, they are all doing this together. Yes, they just don't want my nerves to function properly. Yes, I'm sick. They have me on life support. Yes, these people are crazed, deranged. They are using technology to artificially stimulate their biology, which includes their brain, their central nervous system, their endocrine system, like their glands, their digestion, and even their sexual organs. So, this artificial stimulation is elevating hormones like testosterone and estrogen. It's also elevating neurochemistry like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, and even oxytocin. It is causing some severely psychological issues within these people. They are psychotic and delusional. They are irritable. They have addictive behavior. They are extremely violent. They are jealous and petty, machoistic, sociopathic. They have no empathy. Yes, they are making a snuff film with me and other people. Yes, today they have assaulted my prostate and the nerves leading to my prostate, including my spinal column and the leg nerve. They're giving me laceration. Yesterday they damaged my entire nervous system. So they have removed the major nerves in my body, the upper dimensional nerve. They assaulted them and uh, poured chemicals on them, and it damaged them very badly. They also damaged my neurology yesterday and my digestion. Yes, it makes these people feel good to damage biology. They see body parts as commodities, objects in which they can use for themselves or to make money with. So they are infatuated with body parts, especially other people's body parts. Yes, and they are petty and jealous. Yes, and twacked out of their heads. They're all psychotic and delusional and violent, and they like to take things away from people. And their psychological conditioning, they are conditioned to see body parts as of importance. That's a lie. You are lying and you're breaking the law. Now I'm getting victim shamed. I am in pain. Guess they also got around my anus. People are trying to bribe all these people. They're paying everybody off. It's the people that aren't okay with it are letting it happen because of the money. It's a lie. You are breaking the law. They are victim shaming you at the moment. Yes, I'm speaking to these people. I hear their voices. These people say they can see the future and they think nothing happens to them. They're saying Barack Obama ordained these people to use for for criminal activity. You are breaking the law. Not doing anything. You're breaking the law. Due process. He said instead of coming in here and cleaning up their mess, all their parasites and torture devices and things, they're just going to destroy the environment because they're petty and jealous. So they're going to set off a bomb or something, an extra dimensional bomb. Yes, there are objects in the upper dimensions. They have weapons, explosives. They have buildings. They have wires and digital devices. They are terrorists. One says, "How does ass feel?" You're breaking the law. You're hurting a lot of people. I said it's more like a chemical reaction. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. The good doctor had this idea. What if we cut them to pieces and leave them laying there? Everybody gets happy. Now there's a lot of repercussions to be paid. People are dying or getting hurt. You're breaking the law. Yes, it appears that there's more space in the universe than humans can see. There are 11 dimensions, and there are also extra particles. There is a dark particle or dark energy. So these extra dimensions reside within the particle itself. Inside of the particles in which we consist of lie 11 dimensions. We have biology in these extra dimensions. When we die, we utilize this biology to have an afterlife. Scientology is the practice of utilizing extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves. They use technology and techniques to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. So this biology that we have, extra dimensional biology, it presents itself in layers. As it grows out of us, it creates a biology in the next three dimensions. And then as our energy transcends into the next three dimensions, it creates a layer over the top of this biology. And then it transcends the next three dimensions and does the same. And then the next three and so on and so forth. So Scientologists like to cut most of this biology off themselves, or most of it. And they like to cut themselves along the layers. So they take the layers off of them. These and they wind up with three or four biologies in the upper dimensions in which they can turn into upper dimensional vehicles. But these biologies can't function properly in this state. They are missing organs and tissues and nerve fibers. So they utilize organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly. Yes, transplants. So they take organs and tissues from humans, insect lizards or reptiles, insects, and worms. They make a few types of alien forms. They make lizard people. They make insectoids or bug people. And then they make worm people. and they still can't function properly in this state. They have a hard time creating their own biochemical electricity. So they utilize an artificial means of stimulation. They run electricity through themselves to replace biochemical electricity in which we normally make. You're breaking the law. Yes, this is turned into a snuff. Oh, someone just gave me a bomb threat. They are petty and jealous like that. They say it was just in that small location where I was sleeping. It wasn't very big. They do it all the time. They do things like that all the time. They give me death threats. They assault me constantly. They harass me. They're stealing my intellectual property. They're trying to come up with some false narrative and which says that I've done something wrong or I'm a bad person that somehow validates their criminal behavior towards me. And they're premeditating my murder, my death of me and my family. I've already lost two family members since this started to surprise illnesses. One day they get extreme severe pains and dizzy and nausea and weakness. They go to the hospital and a couple days later they're dead. Yes, they are killing my family members. They find organ. There's people that I've been in contact with, close relatives. Yes, I know about the lizard people. I know humans can make lizard people. They either use uh, organs and tissues from a reptile, such as a lizard. I think the ones that I see, most of them are like alligators. They use alligator biology. They're about the same size as a human. But then there's another type of lizard person. The humans have lizard DNA. We have lizard genetics. We evolved from lizards. So these Anunnakis and aliens, they can alter our DNA to help us develop lizard-like features. We usually get an elongated nose or snout. Uh, they can turn our skin greenish color. I don't know. Scales. He said, yeah, he can do scales. He says, make your fingers grow longer too. He says, that's an Anunnaki, a blue blood. I'm in pain. They helped me a little bit because I'm making a video. Every time I start making a video, they help me. They start to repair the damage they just done, and then they stop doing it. Please get away from my animals. They say they're hurting my animals. They've done this to a lot of people. Most people just don't talk about it. Most people aren't intelligent enough to talk about it. Because there may be other species in the universe. I don't know. Or maybe a species of lizard person. So no, she's not. Fast is just kind of feeling the pain. He does that a lot too. They assault me and I'll experience great pain. So they will damage nerves or cut nerve fibers to to stop the pain. They do that a lot. And then they like to bust or cut blood vessels to stop me from growing back. Everything that we experience, including our nerves and our brain function, or the feeling we get, it is all inverse function. Everything that we experience, it all resides within us, inside of the particle itself. I have firsthand experience of this. It can be removed and you lose some of your feeling. But if it's destroyed, you lose all of it and you experience pain and discomfort and sickness. Giving me a headache. Yes, from what I have experienced, or from what I have observed, human genome produces an 11-dimensional humanoid with a head covering, usually has horns. We fly. We have short arms and big hands in proportion to our body. Uh, we are kind of barrel shaped once we get up there. But that's what I've seen. Kind of fat. You can tell we have extra biology than we do when we're on Earth. You can tell there's more there. We have a soul tube. It's a sexual organ, appendage. It runs from our sexual organs all the way up our spinal column into the base of our brain. It sits in front of our medulla. It's kind of has a dome on top, and it merges the base of our brain. It's a sexual organ. It has a little drum-like thing on it that it it does something with your prostate or something. It's utilized while we're among the living. People just don't know we have it. It intensifies orgasms. It helps with the sexual experience in some way. I know it's a sexual organ because I had mine removed, and that's what it was. It connects your sexual organs into your brain. Well, we have these tubes that come out of our legs that expel waste. and our organs are different. So we have bigger organs, 11-dimensional organs, and we even have more organs. Our hearts are bigger, our lungs are bigger. We have extra dimensional tissues and organs like we have these chest coverings or something. I guess they're chest muscles or something. They say it's actually part of our heart. That's what I have observed. We have these little nodes in our skin all over the place that help us fly. We use them to fly. Now this Anunnaki, it is also most of it is part. We have 11 dimensions off of this biology, and then there's like another particle or another energy source in the universe that also attaches to it. We're also made of. It's some kind of dark particle. They call it the nether. It's like this dark energy that is also part of our Anunnaki. That's where we get the horns and and all of these features from this dark energy. Get away from me! You're breaking the law. They're threatening me and my animals. So they don't want people to know that because that's how they're getting away with this. They are making dark particle uh, surrogates to control the situation. Yes, we can see all of this from third dimensional observation. We have scientists uh, and mathematicians that have explained all of everything that I'm telling you with their theories and their maths. It's all there. Third dimensional humans uh, have studied the universe, and we have discovered the extra dimensions, this dark energy of the entanglement properties of the universe, quantum mechanics. We know that there's another field, another place in the universe that allows for third dimensional physics to exist. There's some kind of field that we can't see in the third dimension, and it is the inverse. That's what we're missing. We can't see it while we're among the living, but we can see the effects that it has on the universe, including this dark energy. They say they're taking away this dark energy. No, it's always there. You just can't see it. They don't let you experience it while you're among the living. Yes, they control who goes to heaven and who don't, who gets which side of the universe and who don't. Uh, our extra dimensions experience time differently than we do in the third dimension. So our extra dimensions see time as a simultaneous event. Our third dimension see time as a linear event. We see the days passing one after another after another. We see we see seconds, minutes, and hours. Uh, or the inverse sees time as simultaneous. So they experience the past, the present, and the future happening at the same time. That means at this very moment, I'm being assimilated 13 years ago. And now I understand why there was conflict, doing nothing wrong, and some of these people were in conflict with me. I was fearing for my life and liberty. They kept threatening and harassing me. I didn't understand it. I did nothing wrong. Now I do. The inverse transcends time. At this very moment was happening 13 years ago as I was being assimilated. And this very moment is happening as I was being born. They're driving my father to the hospital and as I was being born, and they forced him to give me the name Christopher. That's not supposed to be my name. I'm supposed to be Robert Wayne Weathers. Now I'm Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers, just so they could sell this torture event to the Christian uh, society and to the rest of society, the Christian martyrdom, and to add to their attempt to get away with murder. And at this very moment, everything is happening. Everything in the past. So at this very moment, Christianity is being created right now. Ancient humans are starting to hear voices in the sky, and every once in a while, one of them will see a big human up there talking about some Christ that's coming to the planet to save the world. Yes, my intellectual property discusses saving the planet. Yes, it's good too. It is extremely valuable. So at this very moment, uh, the government is writing every law that has ever existed. In this very moment, they are ordaining some people and making sure some people are not ordained, and they are killing many people. They are controlling this very moment throughout history. Yes, these people aren't very intelligent. They don't know how to discuss or think about uh, things like the laws of the universe or this dark matter or dark energy. They are calling the dark energy the inverse, and they don't call this anything. The extra dimensions. They call it light and dark particles. Is what they call it. See, this dark energy that exists in the universe, it has similar properties to the particles in which we consist of. However, it doesn't have an electron shell. It is pure energy, but it is part of the energy in which we consume. We consume it, and it adds to our biology. Yes, you just can't see it. They call them light and dark particles. The whole thing is the inverse. They say, oh, that's why we're losing people. They cut us apart. Some of these people are open, some of them are not. Like the whole Christian story, ever since Christianity has been in existence, it has been a cover up for this event. Because I bust Scientology, or I uh, expose Scientology, and they are the people that transcend time. So these people are still among the living. This whole ordeal started about 60 years ago. People started practicing Scientology. I guess, and then about 40 years ago, they started taking control. So they started taking over uh, America. They started forcing people to assimilate and abide by their will. Get away from me. You're breaking the law. Yeah, I exposed Scientology. Someone assimilated me 13 years ago. They forced me to assimilate because I'm an author. I write a lot of literature. I'm also a political activist. They see great value in my ability to write. And these Scientologists, they become addicted to people. Anybody they find attractive for any reason, for like me, they were attracted to my intelligence, my ability to create. They assimilate them. So a lot of people there, they just do it for sexual reasons. That's what happens most of the time. So it's usually men or women people find attractive, and they force them to assimilate, or they traffic them or kidnap them. So over the years, these people got to watch me write my intellectual property. So I'm part native. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. I wrote Crazy Bird comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Divine Currency or Buffalo Dollars. I wrote Alien Bob, Bug Bob, and several others. And they seen great value in this. They became attracted to it. They started adding more technology to my brain so they could experience it happening. And then they decided to steal it. So they seen that it was of great value. They wanted to steal my intellectual property. And then they wanted the biology that allowed me to do this. See, Scientology uses other people's body parts to complete their own biology or modify it. And they also use biology for surrogate purposes. So it turned into a body snatching ordeal, biological theft. And they took everything. I barely have anything left. I'm very sick. I'm on life support. I have preservation and transplants probably, and digital devices keeping me alive and functioning. And then this turned into a torture event, a snuff film. They started torturing me greatly. These people are uh, on narcotics or have a narcotic like experience from their technology. They have become addicted to torturing me. Plus, they are abusing their heavenly powers, which include powerful eyesight. They can see everything down to the molecular level. Uh, they can fly. They can even do magic. They can move particles around with their mind. and they can interact with biologies in a very intimate way. So they can see our biology functioning. They can see our brain and central nervous system lighting up. They can see particles flowing through us. They can see bloods and fluids flowing through us. They can see our food being digested or particles flowing. They can see how our cells function, and yes, they can modify DNA too, only upper dimensional. And they are abusing these abilities to hurt people on Earth. He said they don't even know we're in Anunnakis. Yes, I've been with this big guy for the last 13 years. He shows me things. He helps me dream. I've been with the Anunnakis, but he's tortured and he covets other people's body parts, which is what this is. He says it's because I'm a company. Yes, he tortured me and got the job done, whatever that means. They lied about everything. He just wanted a small part to keep for himself. Wound up turning into everything. So that was actually it's him. He controls my president. Says he's lying to all these people watching. Said they just get their lights out. He ruined their biology. That's what it looks like to me is a dark energy. I call it the dark side or the dark particle. We have a light. They call this the light particle, and then that the dark particle. We call it a mirror universe. I think that this dark energy, it interacts with the universe in a different way. Since they know we're not. It's another martyrdom movement. Scientology is like, yeah. Then they started sending me to hell. So they sent part of my biology to hell like 13 years ago when they started practicing Scientology on me. I literally went to hell in my sleep. And then I woke up. And then every night after that, they gave me a hell event. So you get to experience going to hell in some way. It's usually underground. You have to go through uh, like a maze, or you have to go through this event where um, they're pushing you to hell. Maybe the walls are closing in, everything's moving, and you're going a certain way, which is down into the ground. And you experience this claustrophobia or buried alive fear. And then sometimes it was torture, great pain or fear. And then sometimes it was assault. So I had to experience dying. I had to experience having strokes. had to experience claustrophobia or running away in fear a lot. Just they gave me four objects.